see in a second. Audio delay. Or picture delay.
Was that it?
I think it would also be picking up what I'm saying right now.
Yeah. You can see the sound coming through there.
Yeah, it's just not coming through YouTube. Oh. And we apologize about the technical difficulties, but the sound is up and the sound is running. I'm Marcus Johnson. Thank you for joining us for Friday evening afternoon baseball as the Pacers and the Flagler Saints do battle. Game 1 of a 3-game set. Now, Pacers and Saints scoreless after the first inning. Moving on to the second inning, Flagler has a man on second with nobody out. Fly ball out into left center field. Making the catch is the center fielder Micah Hyde for the Pacers.
Strong throw out from center field to get it in quickly to hold the runner at second.
Daniel Wiggins is on the mound for USC Aiken, is lofted out into left field. Mcquillen is there, and he makes the catch for the second out. Again, Wiggins making his 5th start of the year and his 6th appearance. And to the bottom of the second inning we go. Audette deals, and that pitch is in the dirt. Low and away, 1-0.
5 straight balls will start the inning so far. We'll see how aggressive the Pacers hitters want to be.
Check throw over to the bag at first. Sear 4 for 4 on the year in stolen bases. Hasn't gone much, but when he has, he's been successful. As the another check throw to first base, and again, not in time. The 1-0. Grounded through the left side for a base hit. Sear will stop at third base, and the Pacers have runners on the corners on the single from Mastalone.
A great hit there right in between the shortstop and the third baseman. The shortstop had to catch the runner, so he was unable to get into the gap to get the runners on the corners for the Pacers.
And so James Eckert, the shortstop, will dig in. Again, men on first and third with 1 out here in the bottom of the second inning. Pacers looking to get the lead early on.
Through 13 games, Eckert has a .244 batting average with 1 home run, 7 RBIs, and a .354 on-base percentage.
Audette deals.
Hitter to put it down the first base line, but great effort by the Flagler first baseman to get the ball and save a run from scoring here in the bottom of the second.
Top of the order back up, Sean Mcquillen will come up to the plate. Struck out in his first at-bat, 0 for 1 today. Still a man on third base, so the first run of the game is only 90 feet away if Mcquillen can bring him home. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. 1-0 pitch, a swing and a miss from Mcquillen, 1-1. The 1-1 is low, 2 balls and a strike.
Good eye by Mcquillen there, not to chase anything and force soft hit ball into the infield.
Pitch is outside, 3-1. Morgan Hyde sitting on deck, 1 for 1 today as he got a base hit in his first at-bat. The 3-1 pitch. Low and outside, ball 4. Mcquillen draws the 2-out walk to load the bases for the Pacers and to bring up Morgan Hyde.
Great at bat by Mcquillen there, not to chase anything and to walk, to load the bases here for the Pacers.
Again, Hyde 1 for 1 today as he singled in the bottom of the first inning. Bases juiced as Hyde digs in to face off against Audette.
There, not to chase the pitch low and away.
The 2-1 delivery is fouled off softly. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Things are all evened up. And the 2-2 pitch is grounded through the right side for a base hit. That will score 1, grounding third and coming home, and scoring on the play is Mastalone. The throw to third is not in time. It is a 2-run single for Morgan Hyde as the Pacers take a 2-0 lead here in the bottom of the second.
Great hit by Hyde there to go to the opposite field, caught a bunch of the fielders off of their game, and Pacers were able to get 2 runs on the board there. Those were 2 big runs, too, so far.
And now Jackson Hannum will have to fall the 2-0 lead. For Mcquillen, hustling into third base on the play is Hyde, and it's an RBI single for Jackson Hannum. The Pacers now make it 3-0.
Good contact there by Hand, just out of the reach of the shortstop to give the Pacers another run to make it 3-0.
So now the first baseman, Nick. First pitch to Tripp is in the dirt, blocked by Keith. I'll keep the runners right where they are. Other pitch is inside, 2-0. 2-0 to the Pacer first baseman is sent on out into right center field. That'll drop in for a base hit and score another run. Moving on to third base is Jackson Hannon, and again, it's runners on the corners, 4-0 the score here in the bottom of the second.
Pitch was inside, but he was able to throw his hands and get it into the right center field gap where no one was, and able to score another run for the Pacers. So a good half inning so far for the Pacers with a runner on third. We'll see if they can get it.
Littlefield is 0 for 1 as he flew out in his first at-bat. Goes after the first pitch. It's a chopper to second. Mishandled and into center field. That'll drive home a run, and another man moving over. Gone off his face as they run out to check on him to make sure that Burke is okay out there. One of the big problems is whenever the ball bounces off the dirt in front of home plate, they pack that stuff down to almost concrete levels, so the balls will always take. Pacers have plated 5 runs. Gotta feel bad when that happens. Insult to injury, but they'll continue on as Jeff Sear comes up to the plate, walked in his first plate appearance.
After being injured by the last ball.
1 to Sear is a bit high, 1-1. And Flagler does have some action going in their bullpen right now. It looks like, trying to see, Ryan Airy up there, number 33, trying to get loose. 6-0 is the score as the Pacers have notched 6 runs. And it looks like we're going to have an official visit to the mound. This could be a pitching change. This is going to be a pitching change. So we're going to take a short break. Be right back with the bottom of the second. And we are back with the continuation of the bottom of the second inning. In from the bullpen, Ryan Airy, 6'5" lefty, coming in to try to shut this one down before it gets any worse for Flagler, as the Pacers have plated 6 runs in the bottom of the second inning, all with 2 outs. And USC Aiken still with runners on the corners as the DH Leo Horacio digs in.
Ryan Airy is 1-1 on the year with 13 innings pitched so far for Flagler.
Pitch in the dirt. 1-0. Welcome back. Top of the third inning getting underway. Pacers with a solid 6-0 lead here as Donovan Garcia of Flagler digs in, the shortstop for the Saints, making his first at-bat of the game. Goes after the first pitch and lines that one to left, but that's going to end up in foul territory for strike one. It'll be interesting to see how Wiggins can deal. He had a long break for the second. Hopefully his arm is still nice and warm as he deals the 0-1. Ripped foul, 0-2.
Garcia definitely playing the left field line here. We'll see if that changes how the third baseman, shortstop, and
outside for a ball, 1-2. Right field, Hannon gives the chase and makes the catch. I'll bring up the number 9 hitter and the catcher, Tyler Keith. Keith in his first at-bat of the game. Nobody on and one out, top of the third. The 1-0 from Wiggins. Catches the corner, 1-1. The 0-1 is foul. And the 0-2 pitch. Upstairs, 1-2.
good placement there on the outside corner by Wiggins, trying to get him to chase. But Kaufman had good eyes and held back.
The 1-2 pitch is fouled off straight back. Count stays frozen at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Fly ball out into center. That'll bring up the second baseman, Matt Burke. Burke is 0 for 1 on the day. Runner on first base with 2 outs here in the top of the third.
I bet.
Pitch is in there for a strike, 0-1. Grounder.
Board, every batter has been battled quickly to 0-2.
Just short. Eckert has it and takes the easy way to second for the third and final out. We move on to the bottom of the third as Wiggins gets out of the top of the third undamaged. It is still 6-0 USC Aiken. And welcome back. Bottom of the third inning, just about ready to get started. Pacers coming back to bat with Marcus Mastalone leading things off for USC Aiken. Aries still out there for Flagler, looking to get a full inning of relief. And the first pitch missing for ball one. Second pitch is low as well, 2-0. Mastalone 1 for 1 today as he singled and scored a run in his first at-bat.
Good eyes there not to chase up in the count. Now 3-0.
Inside again. 4 straight balls, and that will walk Mastalone to start things off here in the bottom of the third. And now James Eckert coming to the plate. Eckert is 0 for 1 in today's game. Runner on first base, nobody out, bottom of the third inning.
Another inning started off with a leadoff.
There for a call. The 0-1 pitch is upstairs for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 delivery is down the middle for a strike, 1-2. The 1-0 pitch to Mcquillen is low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes to the Pacer left fielder. Back to the plate is Morgan Hyde, the center fielder. Hyde having a good day of offensive production. 2 for 2 today with a run scored and 2 RBIs. And he has a chance to drive home another run as Mastalone sits 90 feet away over at third. 2 outs, though, here in the bottom of the third inning. First pitch. The 1-0 is lofted out into left field. That'll be a base hit. Mastalone scores easily as Hyde drives home his 3rd RBI of the evening and makes it a 7-0 game for USC Aiken.
Great ball placement there, right out of the reach of the third baseman to get another run on the board here for the Pacers.
And now we'll see the right fielder, Jackson Hannon, come back up to the plate. First pitch to Hannon, gets away, and that gives the green light to Hyde up well out of play and in the Flagler bullpen. 2 balls and a strike to count to Hannon. Keep the count frozen at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fourth, as Chase Carney comes up to the plate, 0 for 1 today.
And number 1, Jeff Sears, steps to the plate here for the Pacers.
First pitch upstairs and outside. Sears 1 for 1 today with a walk, a hit, an RBI, and a run scored. So 1s across the board for the Pacers second base. In there for a call strike. 2 balls and 1 strike. And we're back, top of the fifth inning. We'll start in just a moment. Leading off for Flagler is Garrett Wilt. Wilt 0 for 1 today as he and the Saints trail the Pacers 7-0. If you remember back in the series finale a couple weeks ago, he managed to hold a perfect game thanks to, or not perfect game, a no-hitter deep into the game before things came unravel with some beautiful defensive plays. Well, Jaden Ward up to the plate. Ward 0 for 1 as he lets the first pitch go by for ball 1. The 1-0. Upper outside corner for a strike, 1-1. Fouled off, 1-2. Another swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Ward for the second out. Donovan Garcia to the plate, 0 for 1 on the day. 2 outs and nobody on here in the top of the fifth inning. Pitch is high and inside for a ball, 1-0. Fouled off, 1-1. And the 1-1 pitch is grounded up the middle. Ecker comes over, grabs it, fires to first, and gets it there for the third and final out.
Good strong throw there by the shortstop to get the final out here for the Pacers in the half inning.
Off to the bottom of the fifth. Pacers still up 7-0. We'll be back in just a moment. Horacio 0 for 2 on the day. Looking to join the offensive production that the Pacers have managed. Goes after the first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. The 0-1 is in the dirt, 1-1. Sent to first base side, and in the foot race to the plate, Wilt able to beat out Horacio for the first out.
A tough play there by the first baseman, but hats off to him to be able to get in the bag in time and beat the runner for the first out.
Neither option, the option of either taking it himself or flipping the ball to Airy, neither one was an easy one to make.
No, great communication also by him and the pitcher, knowing what to do in that situation.
So Marcus Mastalone to the plate. Mastalone lets the first pitch go by for a ball. Mastalone is 1 for 1 today with a walk, 1 hit, and 2 runs scored, and he swings and misses, and the count actually now 0-2 on the Pacer catcher.
Great pitch there, right on the outside corner. Got him to chase for the second strike.
Oh, 0-2 pitch right down the middle, and Mastalone just stood there, let it go by. Strike 3 for the second out. That will bring up James Eckert. Eckert's been flashing his leather today. His bat's been a little bit quiet, though, as he's 0 for 2 with 2 flyouts. 2 outs and nobody on here in the bottom of the 5th inning. And he lets the first pitch go by high and outside, ball 1. Fly ball, first base side, foul territory, drifting towards the dugout, and that one will end up on top of the Flagler dugout for a strike. The 1-1 pitch misses. 2-1.
High and outside, good eye by the Pacer hitter not to chase.
The 2-1 to Eckert. Holds back his swing, but the pitch was there anyway, 2-2. Ball in the dirt, full count. Chopper to third. Grabbed by Ward. He fires to first, way off the mark. And that will allow Eckert to reach safely. Throw to second is not in time. Eckert is aboard to keep the inning going on the E5.
Good play to stop the ball by the third baseman. Just a tough throw, a long throw over to first base from the third base side. And the first man was unable to bring it in and get the Pacers, the runner, into scoring position here with 2 outs in the 5th.
Back to the top of the order, Sean Mcquillen to the plate. Mcquillen 0 for 2 with a walk, a strikeout, and a run scored. And again, runner on second base with 2 outs. Mcquillen looking to add to the lead here. Low and away for a ball. 1-0. Inside corner for a call strike, 1-1. The 1-1 is upstairs, 2-1.
Strong hit on the left side. Good play by the first baseman. Throwing over. with a miscommunication, and a run will score for the Pacers on the pass ball. Pushing your score now to 8-0, Pacers over Flagler.
Unfortunately, on the play, Airy couldn't catch up to the throw in time, so the ball ended up rolling almost to the dugout. Man still on second base, 8-0 your score. As we bring Morgan Hyde to the plate. Hyde is 3 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. First pitch to Hyde is in there for a strike, 0-1. The 0-1. Upstairs, Hyde lays off of it, 1-1. Reaching out and sending that one out into foul territory right side. That'll end up out of play, though. 1 ball and 2 strikes to the Pacers center fielder. And the 1-2 pitch. High and inside. Taking off and taking third on the play is Mcquillen. 2-2 evens things up at the plate for Hyde. Runner on third with 2 outs.
McQuillan got a great jump there off the pitcher's high kick, getting into third base, hopefully to get a run in for the Pacers here.
Slow ground ball to second, grab by Burke. He tosses it to first, and that will end the inning. But the Pacers get another run as they lead it 8-0, moving on to the 6th. And into the top of the 6th inning we go. It is 8-0 USC Aiken over Flagler. Tyler Keith will lead it off for the Saints. He is 1 for 1 today. Wiggins back out there, and he gets Keith to go after the first pitch for strike 1. It's easy to say it was thanks to that very quick and efficient 5th inning that Wiggins is getting another inning out there before they have to even think about going to the bullpen, although there's nobody out there.
Wiggins has had a very strong afternoon. Very exciting to see since it's been a very cold afternoon here at Robert Hernandez Stadium.
1-1 is turned on and ripped out into right field. That's going to be a base hit and go to the wall. Hannon catches up to it and fires it on in. They might have a play at second. The throw, not in time. A leadoff double.
Strong hit out to right field, but also great relay by the Pacers to be able to get that ball in and make it a very close play at second base.
So Jake Kaufman will come up to the plate. And we're talking about efficiency on Wiggins. That was only his 50th pitch of the game right there. Granted, it was a double, a leadoff double, but we'll see how the Pacers work around it as Jake Kaufman digs in. Kaufman 0 for 2 with a strikeout. First pitch to Kaufman, right down the middle for a strike. The 0-1 brushes the corner, 0-2.
Great placement on that last pitch to get the ball to count to 0-2.
O2 is upstairs, 1-2. The 1-2 pitch is upstairs, 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Ecker comes over and grabs it, fires to first, and gets it there for the first out. Runner advances on the play to third, so Flagler has their first potential run only 90 feet away.
Strong throw out there by the shortstop Ecker to get the out at first. Unfortunately, a runner does advance to third. We'll see if the Pacers defense can hold the shutout here in the top of the 6th inning.
So Matt Burke will come up to the plate. Burke is 0 for 2 on the evening. 1 out and runner on third base. First pitch inside. Almost hits him, but just narrowly avoided the batter. So Burke will stay in there, 1-0. The 1-0 from Wiggins is sent on out on a line into left field. That will score a run. And Flagler is aboard with the RBI single by Matt Burke. It is 8-1 USC Aiken.
A great hit on the line there to left field. Played it on a bounce. Only 1 run to score, but that will be the first run here for the Saints this evening.
That'll bring Adam Mitchell to the plate. Mitchell 0 for 2 as well. Runner on first with 1 out here in the top of the 6th. Pitch is skied in the air into shallow right field. Hannon and Sear chasing after it, and Hannon comes in to make the catch for the second out. With 2 outs and a man on first, Miles Colangelo will come up to the plate. Colangelo, the DH, 1 for 2 on the evening. First Pitch to Colangelo is a soft ground ball to second. Sear comes over, grabs it, fires quickly to first, and gets it there for the third and final out. Saints get a run, but it's still an 8-1 ball game as we move on to the bottom of the sixth with the Pacers coming to bat. And to the bottom of the sixth inning we go. Jackson Hannon will lead it off for USC Aiken. Hannon is 1 for 3 today with an RBI and a run scored. And he goes after the first pitch and puts it on a line into center field for a base hit.
Great hit right at the middle to start the inning here for the Pacers.
Hannon wasting no time as Nick Tripp will come up to the plate now. Man on first base, nobody out. Tripp having some good production at the plate. 2 for 3 today, an RBI and a run scored. And the first pitch is in the dirt, blocked though by Tyler Keefe, keeping the runner right where he is at first base. Check throw over to the bag at first base, not nearly in time, just to keep him honest. That one is skied high into the air into shallow right field. Coming in and making the catch is Mitchell for the first out. That'll bring up Littlefield. Littlefield 0 for 3 on the day. Still in runner on first base with one out here in the bottom of the sixth inning. Pitch is a ground ball to second. Burke has it, throws to second for one, and that's all they'll get. As Littlefield able to hustle down the base path to get to first base in time.
A close play there at second base, but the ball did beat the runner for the second out of the inning. Luckily, the Saints were not able to turn two there, and the inning is still alive here for the Pacers.
And with that said, Jeff Sear will come up to bat. Sear is 1 for 2 today with an RBI, a walk, a single, a strikeout, and a run scored. First pitch to Sear is lined to short on a hop, flip to second for one, and that's all they will need, and that will do it. Bottom of the sixth inning, closed out. Pacers leading 8-1. We move on to the top of the seventh. And welcome to the top of the 7th inning. The Pacers lead the Saints 8-1 here in Game 1 of the 3-game weekend series. Wiggins back out there for another inning. Only 59 pitches thrown so far as Chase Carney leads things off, lets the first pitch go by for ball 1. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Tied him up inside. 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is upstairs, and it's 2-1. Fly ball out into right field. Hannon tracking it down, coming on in, and making the catch for the first out.
Ball was hit way up into the sky. Kind of hard to read now that the lights are out, but the right fielder was able to get under it for the first out of the inning here for the Pacers.
Where the lights tend to play real games with these guys is right along the first base side there on the infield grass. I can't tell you how many times I've seen a high pop fly get dropped right there. Especially for visiting teams who are not used to playing here at the Burt. First pitch is a fly ball out into right field again. Hannon is there, and sitting down on his first pitch seen is Garrett Wilt for the second out.
Two back-to-back pitches right to the right fielder for 2 quick outs here for the Saints in the top of the 7th.
Jaden Ward up to the plate. Ward is 0 for 2 today. And the first pitch to Ward from Wiggins, a swing and a miss. Ward was looking fastball, and he got anything but.
Great pitch there by Wiggins to have the hitter out in front for strike 1.
This time he gets a hold of it and sends it out into left field for a base hit. A 2-out single for Ward will keep the inning going and bring up Donovan Garcia. Garcia, the shortstop, 0 for 2 today. First pitch to Garcia is a soft ground ball to the third base side. Grabbed by Littlefield. He fires to first for the third and final out.
Great play by the third baseman there to end the inning here for the Pacers to take us to the stretch.
I figured, I can't add anything onto that. We'll close out with it.
Yeah, sorry to steal your thunder. I just had to compliment him there.
That's fine, yeah. Turn to the action with Leo Horacio leading it off for USC Aiken. Well, Ryan Aries still out there for Flagler as he's done a good job in relief so far. As he deals to Horacio, first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Horacio 0 for 3 on the evening. And now the count even up at 1-1. Sent on out into left field, and that one is a foul ball. Horacio still hustling into second base. Everybody thought it was fair, but it was foul by about 3 or 4 inches. All of that running for nothing.
Very close to the line, unfortunately, did fall foul.
The Pacer DH for a call.
The catcher, Mcquillen.
And pitches outside for a ball, 1-0 to Mastalone. Mastalone 1 for 2 today with a walk, a strikeout, and 2 runs scored on the day. Fouled off behind the plate. 1-1. Soft ground ball to second. Burke comes over, picks it up, and tosses to first for the second out.
The shortstop, James Eckert.
That brings up Eckert. Eckert 0 for 3 today. 2 outs and nobody on, bottom of the 7th inning. Eckert goes after the first pitch. A backhanded stop by Ward at third. He fires to first and gets Eckert by a half step for the third and final out. A quick 1-2-3, bottom of the 7th, moves us on to the 8th inning. Pacers still leading 8-1. And welcome back to the top of the 8th inning with USC Aiken leading Flagler 8-1. Daniel Wiggins is back out there. 67 pitches thrown so far, and we'll see if he can keep those numbers low. Pacers have made a defensive change, however, on the day. A new first baseman for USC Aiken. Now over manning first base for the Pacers is number 7, Caden Blankenship, as he takes over for Nick Tripp. First pitch to the leadoff man, Tyler Keith, is in there for a strike 0-1. Keith 2 for 2 today.
Great start to the inning by Wiggins. We'll see if he can keep it going and finish strong after an already strong afternoon for the Pacers.
The 0-1, a slow ground ball to third, grabbed by Littlefield. He fires to first with plenty of time for the first out.
Strong throw to first by the third baseman, and so far a great defensive afternoon for the Pacers in the field.
That will bring up Jake Kaufman. Kaufman is 0 for 3 today with a strikeout. Nobody on and 1 out, top of the 8th inning. Pitch is well outside, popped out of his hand a little too early.
Just a bit outside for the first pitch here at the at-bat to number 1, Jeff Sire for the Saints.
And so Wiggins deals again. In there, oh, no, not in there. No call from the umpire, 2-0 to Kaufman. Just misses low.
Down and away, 3-0, wow.
And all of a sudden, Wiggins' rhythm has changed a little bit on the mound.
There is some movement in the Pacers bullpen as well.
In there for a strike, 3-1. Rocketed out into left field. Mcquillen giving chase, sliding and making the catch for the second out.
Great catch there by Mcquillen out in left field. Great diving effort to keep the ball in front of him as well.
Sean Mcquillen stealing an extra base hit away from Kaufman. And that will bring up Matthew Burke with 2 outs and nobody on. Burke is 1 for 3 today with a single and an RBI. Pitches inside for a ball, 1-0.
Wouldn't be surprised if this is Wiggins' last inning. He's had a great afternoon, and there is movement in the Pacers bullpen, and he's well in line for the win here tonight, Marcus.
I would definitely try to keep him out there, try to get him the complete game as that pitch finds the strike zone to even the count at 1-1. Pacers burned up their bullpen over the past weekend on the road, and it would be really good for them to have some fresher arms for the next 2 games of the series. To first from Eckert for
Great
the third
play.
and final out. Another quick inning for Wiggins. He's only at 74 pitches on the night. We'll see if he comes out for the top of the 9th. But we're going to the bottom of the 8th with USC Aiken up 8-1. And into the 8th inning we go, or bottom of the 8th inning we go, with number 8, Sean Mcquillen, leading off for USC Aiken as they lead Flagler 8-1. First pitch to Mcquillen is a chopper first base side, and that one stays fair. And no play at first. Not sure what happened there. I think a bunch of signals got crossed for everybody. But Mcquillen will be safe at first base, and we'll see how they score this. I'm going to call that an
Called
E.
in error.
I think an E3. We'll see. E3 is the official call. So McQuillen aboard.
Ball hit right down the line, but the ball did cross over the first base bag. Therefore, it did stay in play as a fair ball. Great call by the umpire.
And we're going to have a quick visit to the mound here. So we're going to take a very short break. Be right back in just a minute. And we're back. Just a quick visit to the mound. No changes out there as Morgan Hyde comes to the plate again. 3 for 4 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. Runner on first base with nobody out in the bottom of the 8th inning as he lets the first pitch go by for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch is in there for a strike, 0-2. Upstairs, 1-2.
Tried to get him there with the high heat, but number 2 for the Pacers was able to hold off. Hyde was able to hold off on the last pitch.
The 1-2 is fouled off, just enough to stay alive. And keep the count at 1-2. Popped up, shallow. That'll stay in the infield there. Garcia makes the catch for the first out. That will bring up Jackson Hannon. Hannon 2 for 4 on the evening with an RBI and a run scored. Runner still on first base with 1 out. And Hannon is actually going to have a pinch hitter come up for him. I believe this is going to be Jose Hernandez who will come up to the plate. Well, Hernandez has enjoyed pinch hitting for the Pacers, as in his very first pinch hit appearance of the season, at least at home, he managed a walk-off win. As the first pitch misses low to Hernandez for a ball, 1-0.
Jose Hernandez, the redshirt freshman, batting now for the Pacers.
Pitch it in there for a strike, 1-1.
Jose Hernandez has appeared in 4 games for the Pacers and has 1 RBI on the year.
And that RBI was the walk-off win. And he goes after that, grounds into third. That's a base hit down the third base line as it goes in towards the corner. Mcquillen hustling for third. He will make it in there on a slide. Hernandez in at second base with a stand-up double to put runners on second and third for the Pacers with 1 out here in the 8th.
Great ball hit right down the line, just inside of the bag to get a stand-up double here for Hernandez to get runners on second and third for the Pacers.
And now we will see Caden Blankenship, who came in for Nick Tripp in the top half of this inning. He will get his first at-bat of the game. First pitch to Blankenship is low for a ball, 1-0.
Number 7, Caden Blankenship, batting .250 on the year with 2 RBIs and a .385 on-base percentage for the Pacers.
Low and inside. 2 balls and 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch is down the middle for a strike, 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch. Fouled off, will do it over. Again, the 2-2. A swing and a miss. Blankenship chased one upstairs for the 3rd strike and the 2nd out of the inning.
Got him with the high fastball. Looks so good to the hitter, just can't get up there in time for the 2nd out of the inning.
And now with 2 outs and 2 on, Tyler Littlefield will come to the plate, still looking for his first hit of the evening. Goes after the first pitch, grounds it slowly to short, scooped up by Garcia. He fires to first and gets it there for the 3rd and final out. Well, the Pacers leave 2 stranded, but we're going off to the top of the 9th, trying to close this one out with USC Aiken leading 8-1. And into the top of the 9th inning we go. Daniel Wiggins will try to finish the game that he started. 77 pitches is his pitch count as he faces Adam Mitchell, who's 0 for 3 today. First pitch right down the pipe for a strike.
Strong pitching tonight for Wiggins. Glad he's able to start the last inning here for the Pacers.
The 0-1 is well outside. So 1-1. Fly ball out into left field. Mcquillen's got a read on it. And he will make the catch for the first out.
Another long, high fly ball out here into the Aiken sky, but right into McQuillen's glove for the first out of the inning.
And with that, we'll see Miles Colangelo come up to bat. Colangelo 1 for 3 today. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Well, that'll bring up Chase Carney. First pitch in there for a strike on Carney, 0-1.
Good pitch.
A little bloop pop up in the infield, and making the catch is Eckert for the second out. Well, 2 outs and a man on first, and we will see Garrett Wilt come up to the plate. Wilt is 0 for 3 on the evening. Last hope for the... And the first pitch missing for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 down the pipe, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch is upstairs and outside, 2-1. The 2-1 is outside, 3-1. And the 3-1 from Wiggins is fouled off out of play. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The count is full. And the payoff pitch inside for ball 4, and Flagler will stay alive on the 2-out walk to Wilt.
Wiggins has lost a little control here in the past at bat. We'll see if he can get it calmed down as there's a timeout on the field. It looks to be a conference at the mound.
Yeah, but while they have this conference, this little break at the mound, we have a full slate of action tomorrow as this 3-game series continues with doubleheader baseball, as Game 2 will begin at 1 o'clock p.m. But following along with that, at the same time, softball will be playing Flagler at 1 o'clock, Game 1 of their doubleheader. Game 2 of the softball doubleheader beginning at 3 o'clock with the Pacers and Saints doing battle. And then the final game of the doubleheader for baseball will be at 4 o'clock p.m. with the Saints and Pacers doing battle in what could be the rubber match of the 3-game series. And on the road as well, the women's volleyball team takes on Young Harris up at Young Harris, with that game beginning at 3 o'clock p.m. as well. The conference at the mound is over with. We'll get right back to it. 1-0 count at the plate, 2 on and 2 out. Top of the 9th inning with Wiggins still dealing. And that pitch is down the middle for a strike, 1-1. The 1-1 is a chopper to the left side. Littlefield has it backhanded, flip to second for the third and final out, and that will do it. The Pacers take game 1 of the series, 8-1 from the Flagler Saints. USC Aiken scoring their 8 runs on 10 hits with only 1 error. Flagler, on the other hand, scoring their 1 run on 6 hits with 5 errors on the evening. But a good start to this series as the Pacers take game 1. Again, game 2 will begin at 1 o'clock p.m. tomorrow. Game 1 of the doubleheader with the second game beginning at 4 o'clock. But until then, I'm Marcus Johnson, and for Reeves Altman, thank you for joining us, and have a good one.